We connect children with their incarcerated moms through the joy and power of literature. A mom comes in and she has the chance to read a book and just remind the children how much they are loved. Allowing mothers to read to their children makes a difference in their lives and the child's life.
For more voices impacting our culture and their communities, visit aetv.com/voicesmagnified.
Earlier, a guy brought in an antique drum that he says is from the Civil War. So I called up my buddy Mark to check it out. How's it going? What do we have? Apparently we have a really old drum. And I figured if anybody would know anything about it, it would be the old drum.
Guys normally call me down when they have an artifact that they want a little bit more information about. One of the interesting things about snare drums, and this would have been a snare, it had a head on one side that was just the normal skin. On the underside of it, you would have snares running across, and you use those to add to the sound. Because the whole point of the drums was you had to have those in order to communicate on the battlefield, in order to communicate while you were marching. The drummer would have a special cadence to play. And then you knew, okay, that was my group, I'm supposed to charge now, or I'm supposed to retreat. You needed some kind of way to signal your troops.
So if you're trying to do a sneak attack on somebody, Mark,
You don't use the drum. You just tell them to go.
oh,
The role of the drummer in the Civil War was similar to many wars before that. You needed a way of communicating through radios. What are your concerns on it?
Okay, I just want to know, is it a military drum and is it from the Civil War era? Because it just looked really ornamental for a military drum.
Interestingly, in the Civil War, a lot of the drums used were quite fancy. They would normally have an eagle on them or a flag on them. They would be painted. These were used to an extreme extent during the war. But as I look at this, I don't think this one is Civil War. I think what you have is a very nice early parade drum. The Civil War drums never did this kind of presswork into the wood. This is a later 19th century style of decoration. The size is unusual for the Civil War period. It would have been a deeper drum at that time. But it's still a wonderful example of a late 19th century drum.
Thanks for coming in, Mark.
Not a
You're the
problem.
best.
Thank you.
Well, I'm really disappointed. I really believed it was from the Civil War, but apparently it's not. It still seems like it's a valuable piece.
Yeah, there's still money here. So how much are you looking at?
How about 2,000?
You don't have $2,000 here. I will give you like $400 though.
Or that's a real drum. It was, it's a
I
real
don't
deal.
know it's a real drum, but if it was Civil War, it's a military collectible. Civil War nuts will buy it and everything. We have more of a decorative piece. That's the difference.
How about 8?
I'll give you $450.
Tell you what, I'll settle for 5, but I can't go any lower than that.
You know what? I think I can make money at 5.
Okay.
All right, $500.
All right.
Run them up, Joe.
picture with it.
Even though it's not from the Civil War, I'm pretty satisfied, with what I'm getting for it, so I can have it for 500.
First of all, man, you gotta sit up. We gotta pay it's attention to detail, bro. Like sit up. I'm trying to train Sean to run security, but he's not really taking it that serious.
So what are we looking for?
What we're looking for is shoplifters, thieves. We're looking for anything unusual. You never know.
So you gotta pay attention?
Pay attention to everything that walks through the door.
Oh, she looks suspicious. I think I'm gonna like being a security guard. Hopefully I can use the new authority to impress some chicks and get some digits.
We gotta take it serious, man. This is not just a relaxed job. Sean thinks I just sit around all day. That's why he thought I'd be good at this. If you catch anyone stealing or something, man, you don't have to be loud and scare all the other customers.
I would say my way is put him in a choke lock.
No, you can't do that, man.
What if I hit him with a club?
1946 Royal Riders motorcycle memorabilia.
Yeah, this is the way they used to ride. The helmet was to keep you warm, it wasn't to protect your head.
I've been in motorcycle accidents, and this wouldn't have been a fun thing to have crashed in.
I came down to the shop today to sell my 1946 Royal Riders motorcycle memorabilia. I have a lot of memorabilia just sitting in my house, and I'd like to get rid of some of them.
So, what can you tell me about it?
Ed Kretz was the founder of Royal Riders Motorcycle Club back in the 40s, and they used to do English trials, which they used to ride across 2x4s, go through ditches. They used to have all kinds of fun doing it.
Yeah, a lot of motorcycle clubs started right after World War II. It's because the motorcycles were so cheap. There was thousands and thousands of military motorcycles that they auctioned off. And actually the term chopper comes from this time period because they would basically chop everything off they could to make it lighter and faster.
Plus, you gotta remember, these guys came home from World War II a little high-strung. I mean, they were used to getting shot at, and it's kind of hard to spend 4 years doing that, then come home and sit in a rocking chair.
During World War II, GIs fixed and maintained everything from motorcycles to airplanes. So after the war, a lot of those guys started messing around with motorcycles as a hobby. Tons of these clubs popped up in the post-war era. I can't imagine just wearing this.
A little different than today.
Yeah. You know, it's neat that he's got the kidney belt right there because they're driving old, like Indian Scouts and things like that with no rear suspension. Right. Needed a kidney belt if you went for a long ride.
The condition looks pretty good. The goggles are a little worse for wear, but all in all, it's in pretty good shape, and you already framed it for me, so that's half the battle right there.
The way an item is presented is almost as important as the item itself. Memorabilia collectors really like to show their stuff off, so if it's in a nice frame, it's way easier to sell.
So what do you want to do with it? Pawn it or sell it?
I'd like to sell it.
You know, it's something that's definitely cool. My biggest concern is I don't know that much about Royal Riders or Ed Kretz. So let me call my buddy Danny in, who knows almost everything there is to know about motorcycles, and he can kind of give me a better idea of what I got sitting in front of me.
Sure, that's fine.
I've been in motorcycles since I was 13 years old. So if this uniform is really an important piece of motorcycle history, I definitely want it in my shop.
At Wells Fargo, we get it. You start a business to spend time on the things you love, not banking. That's why we offer business checking, payments, and lending all in one place. You're good at business, we're good at business banking. Wells Fargo.
Smurfs arrive at Starburg and Harvest. Play your favorite game with your favorite characters. Help them build their new village. And enjoy Smurf Fest
He descubierto. Su mamá piensa que la manera de proteger su dinero es tenerlo bien vigiladito. Gracias a eso, Julieta aprendió a proteger. Y ahora, con la ayuda de las alertas fraude de Wells Fargo, su mayor preocupación es no pasarse de sal. Bien por ti, Julieta. Maneja el dinero. En Wells Fargo tenemos la manera de
I paid for my own college, so I have to start accumulating a lot of money. There wasn't much left over. Every month I put whatever I could into law firms. It does the work for me. I don't have to worry about picking stocks or making sure that I'm getting the highest interest rates on the market. I have these automated mechanisms that save for me and take care of retirement for me. If I send my money to wealth fund, I know that it's being taken care of. It's my all-in-one financial advisor.
Witness news as it happens, 24/7, live, raw, and uninterrupted. Around the clock, live coverage as it happens. Stay tuned to Live Now from Fox.
Bubol ne. Bubol lagi.
What do we got here?
It's a 16.52 sixpence.
Okay.
Rick, it's so like it's run over by a truck.
What do you expect? It's 359 years old.
So am I.
I decided to come down to the pawn shop today to
sell my 1652 sixpence. It's been sitting around for a while, so I want to sell it. Hoping to get $3,000 for it. We'll see what he offers.
So where did you get this?
Out of the walls of our house in Saugus, Massachusetts.
Do you know much about the coin?
It's rare. Other than that, no, I don't really know that much about it.
Right around 1650, we started making coins in the United States. First, there was a farthing, which was a quarter of a penny. Then there was 1 pence, 4 pence, which was a groat. And then there were 6 pence, and 12 pence equaled a shilling. I mean, can you imagine making change? I mean, when something's 4 shillings, a groat, 2 pennies, and a farthing?